family. How's everybody doing? I'm so glad that you decided to hang out with us today. I'm having a good ass weekend, you guys. I'm sick as a dog. Whatever this thing that I caught is, it has legs, bro. It's got legs. It's got a black belt in JD Jitsu, and it is kicking the shit out of me. But I still wanted to jump on here and hang out with you guys for a while. Really stoked to see y'all. Love you, appreciate you. We're going to be going through some videos today that really kind of made me go, what's going on here? And I wanted to talk about it. And so before we start this, I just want to open up a little bit of a poll here. I want to ask you guys, because this may or may not be exciting to you. This may or may not be relevant to you. But I think even if you're not white, I think that this is relevant shit because it's a huge thing that's going on in society. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, what's going on in society is kind of crazy. So I just want to know, you guys don't have to answer if you're not comfortable, but I want to know how many people in the chat are white and how many people aren't, because we're going to be talking about issues specific to sort of what the culture and the view on white people is. You could be any type of shade of white. I don't really consider myself to be fully white because I'm Irish, but like when it comes down to like where you check the box on what ethnicity are you, they don't have Irish. So I put white, they don't have Italian. So, I would assume most Italians put white, even though they might consider themselves to be, Italian. There's differences between races and ethnicities and all of that shit. But I just want to know. So it seems like we've got like a 90% so far in that poll, which is cool. I love having diversity. Everyone is always welcome. Absolutely love you guys. But I think that there's like a huge fucking push for white people to be like ashamed or apologetic about being white. And I don't know about you guys. Maybe if anybody in the comments can let me know, did anybody sign up for whatever color skin they were born with? Was anybody given like an application before they were born and it said, do you want to be white? Do you want to be brown? Do you want to be black? Or do you want to be any other ethnicity? I don't remember filling that fucking thing out, dog. So I'm not going to be ashamed. I'm not going to apologize. It's not an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love my ancestry and my culture, and I learn about it, and I'm fascinated, and I'm like, fuck, that's really cool. Or, well, we kind of messed that up. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm never going to be, like, ashamed, and I don't necessarily take a huge amount of, like, fucking pride in it either, because it's not an accomplishment. It's nothing that I did. I just simply exist, bro. I yeet, therefore I am. So we've got about 91%. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close that poll. We do have a majority, like an overwhelming vast majority of people here that are, in fact, Caucasian of some persuasion or another. But I want to look at this, man. Now, this is old. And I missed this because I was in rehab, you guys. I was in rehab when this happened. I was not paying attention to the world. I was delving into, why am I fucked up? How can I fix me? How can I make sure that I never end up back in a place like a jail or a prison or a rehab ever again? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Even though rehab was amazing for me and it helped me through a lot, it's not somewhere that I generally want to be. I didn't go to a fancy rehab. I went to a rehab in the ghetto, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in the hood, dog, in Daytona Beach, which is already ghetto and hood. I'm just going to tell you right now, Daytona is like the armpit of Florida. And I was in the taint of Daytona Beach, where I was in treatment. And so I wanted to make sure that I didn't go back to a place like that again, because I definitely enjoyed myself, but I wanted better for myself. And now looking back, I'm like, holy crap, dude, I have such a great life. So it was the right thing to do. But in 2020, when everybody was getting vaccinated and everybody was doing all this and all that, there was a movement of people apologizing for their whiteness. And a lot of these people were celebs that were trying to push this. So we're going to watch that video in just half a second. Maybede Yo, watch it from the UK. Much loved. Yo, big love to you out there in the UK. You know, we're always pulling for you guys. I know that you guys have a lot of people that are getting locked up for social media posts. You guys are having floods of immigration issues and everything. I just want you guys to know we love you and we appreciate you, man. Damon the Pilot. All lives matter, plus let's make wood chipper great again. Wood chipper 2028, my homie. Wood chipper 2028. This is my political party. I make these. There's hats, there's hoodies, there's shirts. Wood chipper 2028. Make pedophiles afraid again. That's my jammy jam, homie. Huge love to you. And Damon the Pilot said all lives matter except pedophiles, because pedophiles aren't people. And I also have pedophile lives don't matter merch. And if you want to get any of that, it's at my site, bunkerbranding.com. If you want to check, you just go to Bunker Branding and then you look up JD and I'll be right on there. They got a big picture of my dumb face. So, and in fact, Sarah Beamer, our wonderful mod, popped the link. It's the pinned comment. I want to thank the mods for everything that they do to keep this a safe community for us to be able to hang out in, man. Without them, this place would suck. There'd be a lot of spammers and a lot of trolls and everything. And like, look, man, like I get shit posting. I get trolling and everything. If you're going to be a troll, be funny. And if you're going to be mean to me. Don't be mean to other people in the community because that'll get you kicked out a lot quicker. If you want to troll me, bro, I put myself on the internet. I get it. I'm 100% not sensitive about that shit. In fact, I've got some videos that I'm going to be dropping. Somebody actually made some crazy AI videos making fun of me, and I think they're fucking great. I think they're hilarious. Maybe we'll watch them on this live after we get done with the rest of the shit. And then people can come in and be like, you clickbaited me. This isn't what this was about. But I think it's I think it's hilarious when people troll me, bro. I used to troll a lot of people. Unwanted Ghost said, it's anti-white propaganda. They want extinction. I mean, it does. And if you look, like, so in some places, like if you're in America, it can be hard to fathom that white people are the global minority. White people are a global minority. We are a global minority group. But here in the United States, we're not a minority. So a lot of people over here lose sight of that fact. Awesome Jake said, you ever do time with anybody who had a relative work inside the prison, CO, counselor, nurse, etc.? No, because if they figured that out, they would not let that person be in that prison. They would absolutely send that person to another prison because that would be a conflict of interest. People would be bringing in, their relative could be bringing them in tobacco, cell phones, pornography, illicit substances, stuff like that. So that would be a security threat risk is what they would call it in prison, brother. As Rang said, I will apologize for whites when they apologize for supporting and associating with PEDs. Their priorities are skewed big time to ignore real issues. I get that, brother. Backwater said, hey, from Daytona Beach, we still love you. I still love all y'all, man. Great to see you. I miss Daytona, bro. It is the armpit of Florida, but it's grimy, dog. I like it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was super stoked to move there. I was like, fuck yeah, this is my type of hood. Thomas Billings said, did you get your privilege card lost in the mail too? It must have got lost in the mail, bro, because I got 58 felonies, dog. When I get pulled over, there's multiple other cars coming, and they're searching my whip, and it's been that way for a long time. A long, long time. I've never been the Ned Flanders, like I get pulled over, and I'm like, here's my license and registration officer, and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to let you off with a warning. Nah, dog, that was never me. I never got it like that. Paladin Dig said, I'm half white and Mexican Hispanic, but with the Mexican part is actually kind of unknown. That side is from Cuba, Colombia, or Spain. Family history is unknown at that point. And bro, like I would imagine that it would be pretty cool to figure that out, dog. I would imagine that would be pretty cool. I don't know if you're interested in that shit. I'm always interested in it. Like I like following my family line. Like I know, where my family hailed from in Ireland. We're from County Cork. There's a statue to one of my ancestors, but like, I don't think it's an accomplishment on my part. You know what I'm saying? Nor do I think it makes me better than anybody else. Stoked that I was born in America though. I will say that because I do believe that some cultures are better than others and not all are compatible. I'm glad I was born here instead of some weird fucked up desert. I'm just going to say that, dog. Dominar said, melanin is what gives us color. The more you have, the darker you are. The less you have, the lighter you are. Melanin is red, so the truth is, we're all red. My guy, hell yeah. And that's exactly why I burn the second I go out in the sun, and all I do is burn over and over and over again, dog. I don't really tan. I lived in Florida, and it was the land of perpetual sunburns for this Mick. Unwanted Ghost said, I'm scared of colossal biosciences and CRISPR in the future. Pff, understandable. Understandable. The government might genetically edit unborn babies to be a different skin tone and ethnicity. And, you know, I think that, so we're already seeing that, like China has worked to, figure out how to isolate and eliminate Down syndrome children. Because in China, like, they're not, like, politically correct in China. You guys know that, right? Like, they're fucking racist in China. And they see people that are born neurodivergent that can't take care of themselves, they see them as a burden on society. And they're trying to weed that out. So, you know, I could see them trying to weed out other things as well, for sure. The Nickinator, I'll never apologize for who I am. I'm a proud German heritage. My family fought for our American freedom and actually fought the oppressors during World War II. Big bless up to you, Nick. Hell yeah. Lone Star, what's up, buddy? The West needs to check out Texas and Florida and practice the 7 Bs. Bible, brisket, bacon, bourbon, beer, babes, and bullets. Much love, JD. Much love to you, man. And I wish that I was the type of person who could moderate my bourbon and my beer. But I'll take the rest of those Bs. And speaking of babes, my wife Jax just walked in. Jax, it's good to see you here with the chat. Can we bring the puppy? I don't think anybody's seen the puppy in a little bit. Can we show them the puppy? Would you guys like to see our new puppy, Nova?
She's gotten so much bigger here.
She really has gotten so much bigger. This is our newest member of our family.
Hi,
and her name is Nova. And she is a lilac Frenchie, fluffy Frenchie. Merle?
Yeah.
Lilac Frenchie, fluffy?
Yeah.
This is our newest baby. She looks like a little mogwai, bro. I can't tell if she looks more like a mogwai or like a luck dragon. You know the luck dragons from like Falcor from Neverending Story? But she's a babe, aren't you? You're just a babe. Oh yes, you're just a babe. And this is our daughter's dog that we end up taking care of all the time because she is a shit hurricane.
Was that a wee I heard?
Well, I mean, I have to smell her poo while you clean it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so here's the thing is that we are going very slow with vaccines because there are new studies that over-vaxxing dogs in the beginning of their life can cause them a bunch of problems. So we're not able to potty train her outside yet. So it has been a real struggle, but she's a sweet girl, aren't you? Aren't you, baby? You're a sweet girl, huh? Let's go back to your mom.
Come here, my baby.
Did you bring Zero up to hang out with Dad?
Yeah, the girls were bothering him a little bit.
Yeah, so Zero is not super adjusting to being in a house full of girl dogs.
Ah!
Oh, you pterodactyl. So Zero hangs out with Dad at work a lot. Zero's been going to work with Dad. I keep a thing of T words up here now for Zero when he comes up. And he's just been we made this the man cave up here. Me and him chill a lot. And I'm super stoked on that. So let's get to this. Survivors' voices. I will apologize when Somalis give us back our money. Love your shows, JD. I'm a proud native and will never apologize. Hell yeah, that is what's up. Do you know the incredible relationship that the Irish have always had with the natives? Like, the natives during the potato famine, when the Irish were dying in the streets trying to live off of eating grass because the British were taking the only food sources that we had during the potato famine, and they were letting us starve to death, native tribes sent money to the Irish to help us survive. And ever since then, natives can go over to Ireland and they can get free college. They've made a pathway to make it super easy for Native Americans to go over there and get free college. We've had an incredible relationship because the Celts were tribes as well. You know, the Irish and the Scottish come from Celtic tribes. And so we had a lot in common. Big love to you. Betty Bundy, I will apologize for being white when Nazis start to see us Jews as white. Much love, and you kick ass. Stay strong and loud, bro. Appreciate you, big dog. Love you. The Motor Rocker said, got your MPAA to send a message to the pedophile at my gym. All the women love it. Get fist bumps from strangers all the time. That is so awesome. So if you guys don't know, MPAA means make pedophiles afraid again. And I was trying to find a hat. I got too many hats up there, but it says make pedophiles afraid again, just like the wood chipper shirt says. And it's cool to hear that you're getting fist bumps. That's always what I've gotten. But I've been following this dude who ordered one of my hats, and it's red with white letters, and everybody assumes it's a Trump hat. And he's had multiple women crash out on him thinking it was a Trump hat, which was pretty crazy, man. I'm glad that you're getting the same reaction that I get. People see me in public and they're like, fuck yeah, bro. Christy Charcoal Sasha, just a little Canadian white girl, hit the like button. Hey, and is that your dog? What a beautiful pup. Is that 2 different pups? Oh, that makes me happy. Thank you so much, sis. Super Korean. Lots of showing off dogs. How many hideous leftists do you plan on showing us? I'm sorry, dog. I'll stop showing off the hideous leftists when they stop making it so fucking easy to make fun of them, to be real with you, dog. Pin King. Did you see what happened to the unsub guys? So, I meant to call Nick earlier today. I saw what they've posted on X about it. But I need to call Nick anyway because we're working on this merch stuff for Bunker Branding. And I need to get the inside scoop, man. And if they're pulling an attack on that venue that did them so dirty and did my fellow plops and pepperbacks so fucking dirty, I'm going in. I'm going all the way in. Because you don't fuck with the unsub and you don't fuck with the plops and pepperbacks, bro. We're a tribe up in this bitch. So I want to get us in here. I told you guys we were going to be watching some celebrities from back in 2020 making the most grotesque virtue signaling, be ashamed of how you were born ass video I've ever seen. And this genuinely sucks, bro. Because there's at least one person in here that I actually kind of liked. You know what I'm saying? Kind of sucks to see this. It's so performative. It's so bitch made, dog. Peep game.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
Jesse Pinkman. Shut the fuck up, bro. Come on.
I take responsibility.
Kesha, don't you exclusively make pop songs about taking copious amounts of wiener penis? What are you doing? I take responsibility. It's like why do they look like they're fucking getting a good cry in on this shit too, bro? This shit is so fake.
I take responsibility for every unchecked
Who are you?
moment.
For every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Every not so funny joke.
I'm a laugh. Listen, man, I fucking hate real racism. If you're going out and you're attacking people based on the color of their skin, I despise you. I think you're a piece of shit. If you go out and you attack people solely because they look different than you, because of the way they were born, you're like a real life fucking lame. But if somebody tells a racist joke and it's funny, I'm sorry. If something's funny, bro, I'm gonna laugh. And I'm not gonna apologize on a black and white video about it like, for every not so funny joke, I take accountability. I ain't taking accountability for shit, bitch. I ain't did shit. Fuck you. I was born this way.
Every unfair stereotype.
Every blatant injustice, no matter how big or small.
Every time I remained silent.
Every time I explained away.
Don't forget, silence is violence, you guys. Silence is violence. Words are violence. Silence is violence. Everything except actually going out and killing people like they did to Charlie Kirk, like they tried to do multiple times to Trump, like these trans school shootings. Everything except that is violence.
Police brutality. Or turned a blind eye.
I take responsibility. Black people are being slaughtered in the streets.
Where? Have you looked at the statistics? Have you looked at who are they being slaughtered by? Where?
Killed in their own homes. These are our brothers and sisters.
Our friends, our family. We are done watching them die.
Was this all about George Floyd? This was all about George Floyd, wasn't it? The dude that was on fentanyl and held a gun to a pregnant woman. I don't fucking care about that dude, bro. Fuck George Floyd.
We are no longer bystanders. We will not be idle. Enough is enough.
I will no longer allow an unchecked moment. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes,
He's really good at reading off of that card, you guys. He's really good at reading.
stereotypes.
Why is it only white guys taking accountability? Because they're taking accountability for their whiteness. That's the whole premise of this thing, is white people taking accountability for their whiteness because it's their fault that shit happened, or shit that didn't happen, from other white people. It's my fault if some white asshole on the other side of the continent does something. No, the fuck it's not. I don't even know that fucking person. Yeah, tards. Kenny, absolutely. Irish Bomb Squad, it is disgusting. They're disgusting retards.
No matter how big or small, to be uttered in my presence.
I will not turn a blind eye. Going for a jog should not be a death sentence. Sleeping in your own home should not be a death sentence.
Playing video games with your nephew should not be a death sentence.
Shopping in a store should not be a death sentence.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on what you're doing while you're doing those things. I mean, I'm just saying. I've seen how certain people shop, dog. A lot of people, these days especially, be filling up shopping carts and fucking running straight out the front door. If you're doing that and you get shot, you're a criminal. Am I going to lose sleep over it? Am I going to make a cheesy black and white video over it? No, not going to do that. Not going to do that.
Business as usual should not be life-threatening. I stand against hate.
I stand against hate.
I stand against hate.
I stand against hate.
Bro, Walgreens is the new Compton. Critical thinking, try it. Holy fuck. Walgreens is the new Compton. How about this? How about why, when I go shopping anywhere, which is very rarely that I leave my house, but when I go shopping and I need toothpaste, why do I have to get assistance to get the toothpaste from behind a fucking plexiglass display? Why, when I need a stick of $4 deodorant, do I have to go hunt down the dude making minimum wage and still getting SNAP benefits at fucking Walmart or Walgreens to come open that motherfucker up and let me get a $4 thing of deodorant, bro? Are you out of your... Who the fuck is stealing $2 toothpaste and $4 deodorant? Because it's not me, you guys. It's not me.
I will stand against hate in love. I will make my presence known.
And killer cops must be prosecuted. They are murderers.
Pinkman. I liked him better on the blue meth. Not gonna lie. I liked him better on the blue meth.
We can turn the tide. It is time to take responsibility. Call out hate. Step up and take action.
Okay. Anybody feel ashamed? Hold on. Let's do a little poll. Let's see if the manipulations worked. Let's see if anybody feels manipulated. Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed of being white after seeing that? Let's see how this poll goes. I'm thinking not anybody. Oh, 4% of people are ashamed. 6%, 5% of people are ashamed of being white. Okay. You know, I asked the question and it wasn't a trick. When I do polls, it's never a trick. It's never a trap. But yeah, so 6% of people in this chat are ashamed of being white after watching that. Now, after seeing that, I want to show you guys something because Elon Musk actually posted this. You guys remember Elon? Y'all remember Elon? You know, he was the head of the Doge. He owns the Galactic Empire. He has Tesla. He was part of the PayPal mafia. He owns X. So he reposted this, and this is fire. Elon had posted, slavery was standard practice throughout human history until it was ended by white people. And then this dude made a pretty lit video about it. So I want to walk through this. Dr. J, he owned the Galactic Empire, right? Or at least Starlink or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Elon Musk has once again shifted the Overton window of American culture when he tweeted out that slavery was standard practice throughout all of human history, and it was ended by white people. He had left the comment underneath the video I made on slavery, and this resulted in a lot of pushback because slavery is one of the 3 historical pillars that modern political power is built on. The others being the Civil War and World War II, and they don't like when you question the source of their power.
Any of them, any of those 3. Have you noticed how much people lose their mind if you start asking any types of questions about World War II, bro? People go absolutely out of their minds if you even question like the numbers. Statistically, how did they get those numbers? Because it seems like excessive. Are we sure about these numbers? Are we sure that this or that happened? You know what I'm saying? They get really butthurt. Alex, thank you so much. Love you, buddy. The Civil War, you know, they want to act like slavery was just an American problem and that it was exclusively a thing with us over here and that it was only perpetrated by white people.
So they don't want you to realize that 5 to 10 million people were enslaved by the Ottoman Empire. 4 to 10 million people were enslaved.
Holy shit, I'm sorry. I didn't do that right. My bad. Here we go. I'm going to bring this back.
4 to 10 million people were enslaved. 5 to 10 million. I want you to realize that 5 to 10 million people were enslaved by the Ottoman Empire. 4 to 10 million people were enslaved in the trans-Saharan slave trade. 9 to 17 million people were enslaved in the trans-Indian slave trade. 10 million people were enslaved in South America. That slavery as an institution had been around for all of human history.
All of human history, you guys. There's never been a period of time in history where slavery didn't exist, and it still exists today. It exists on a much smaller scale, and who do you think that's because of? Who do you think said, you know what, we should really do everything we can to stop all this slavery shit? The slavery shit's fucked up. We need to stop. This shit has gone on long enough. Slavery is absolutely still happening today. And it's happening in this country too. Really, honestly, it's just worked its way into the criminal justice system. But at least they found a more acceptable target. They don't target you by your skin color anymore. They target you by the mistakes that you make, which seems like a fairer system than me, to me.
For thousands of years and practiced by all people. But around 1776, the idea of individual liberty started to spread through the Western world
1776, baby!
Like wildfire. And all of a sudden you had the US Constitution, the Bill of Rights. And people just take this stuff for granted these days. They think that it's always been like this. But in 1776, only one country in the world had a constitution. And only one country in the world had a Bill of Rights. And today, almost every country has one. And this is what makes them.
We shaped the world over here, you guys. We shaped the world in a large respect with what we did out here in the US. We shaped some shit, dog. We made some changes. That shit is dope. I like to see it. You know, those documents that our founding fathers wrote were like profound and transcendent documents. And that's why I'm such a constitutionalist, bro. Like, I stand really heavily with the Constitution because there's something profound and transcendent about it.
America so exceptional. This is why America is a shining city on a hill, because the world followed America. And it wasn't long until people started pointing out the contradiction of slavery. And the United States of America would ban slavery in 7 states when the rest of the world had only banned it in 7 countries. In fact, in the original draft of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson tried to get rid of slavery. He called it a cruel war against human nature itself. And as president in 1807, Thomas Jefferson ended the transatlantic slave trade. And Britain did the same thing that year. And in 1833, Britain abolished slavery. And Britain would spend the next 100 years pretty much demanding that all other countries abolish slavery. They used diplomacy, treaties, military force, whatever it took. And hundreds of thousands of Americans gave their lives to end slavery. And the United States stood side by side with Britain, demanding that countries all over the world abolish slavery. And that's why they finally gave it up in the Middle East. They finally gave it up in Africa. And in the end, it was the moral conviction of the European conviction of the Middle East. They finally gave it up.
So look at the years that these countries gave up slavery, man. All the way 1942 in Ethiopia, 1970 in Oman, Yemen 1962, Saudi Arabia 1962. You know, that's fairly fucking recently, my guy. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Finally gave it up in Africa. And in the end, it was the moral conviction of the European that led to the abolition of slavery all over the world, built upon the principles of America's founding fathers. And this is why I write books.
So this dude actually makes books about the actual real history for parents who want to homeschool their kids or educate their kids at home, which I think is a pretty fucking cool shot, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty cool work that he does. I like what he be spitting out. Dominar said it takes 3 Irishmen to screw in a light bulb. 1 to hold the bulb and 2 to drink until the room starts turning. Oh, hell yeah. That's what's up, dog. Alex, love for all, JD. Love you, Alex. I appreciate you, brother. Paladin Dig said, is there a video that says I ain't taking shit? There should be, bro. There should be. Blind 420 says, not in Texas. Are you talking about everything being locked down? I noticed that in Texas when I was there, at least in San Antonio, I didn't see everything locked down. You go out to a lot of spots in Florida, Oregon, California is the worst, bro. California, every fucking thing is locked up in California, bro. Everything is locked up in California. Chris said, hey, JD, you sound better. Wood chipper if you can. Bro, I'm not better, and I love you. I apologize. I can give you the wood chipper shirt. I can't give you the yelling a wood chipper today, Bubba. I'll tear myself up, bro. Matt Kennedy just had 16 killed last night in Australia's first mass shooting in years, and it was the worst mass shooting they've had since 1996. It was actually a bunch of people celebrating the first day of Hanukkah over in, I want to pronounce it correct, Bondi. Is it Bondi or Bondi? It's one or the other. And they were on the beach, and 2 Muslim dudes came out and just started shooting. It was a father and a son. And another Muslim dude who had nothing to do with them, actually the fucking hero of the day, was able to sneak up behind one of the gunmen and grappled him and was able to get the gun away from him, turned the gun on him, and was backing him away when the other guy ended up shooting him twice. Now, the cops at this point were able to get both of the gunmen down. And I can't show it to you on YouTube because they will fucking smoke me for it. But as the cops got him down, there's a cop on top of one of them, I believe cuffing him. And it's on video. And this shirtless dude runs up and goes, you fucking bastard! And just curb stomps the shit out of this dude's fucking head, bro. They got it on video. It was crazy work over there, man. Brother Jake, the Prophet Muhammad said we're all children of Adam, and the only thing that makes one person better than another is the piety of good deeds. We have different beliefs, but I pray that God protect you. Well, Brother Jake, I appreciate the peaceful and loving sentiment, my man. I appreciate the peaceful and loving sentiment. Paul Beers, hello again from Germany. Love your stuff. Civil War did not start with the fight over slavery. If I remember correctly, Abraham declared it was a war against slavery to keep Europe out of it. Not positive about the accuracy of that. I'd have to look into that more, my man. Yo, is Matt Morse TV here, bro? I see people saying hi to Matt Morse. Matt, what is up, bro? Hell yeah! Matt Morse, a YouTube legend, is in the chat. You guys, if you're not, I'm going to pin his comment. If you guys aren't subbed to Matt Morse TV, bro, you guys absolutely should. He is a definite fucking contender. He is a heavy hitter. He is a beast when it comes to this YouTube shit. His lives, I'll get lost in his lives for hours, bro. Dude is constantly, consistently bringing the heat, bro. He's a great dude. And he is not ashamed for being white, nor will he apologize. Nolan said, JD, Cronula 2.0 needed here in the UK. Bro, the UK is in trouble, bro. The UK is in trouble. Matt is from Oregon. I don't believe that he currently lives in Oregon, but he is from Oregon, like me. I believe that he moved out of the state of Oregon, and fucking good for you, brother. Good for you. I would really like to be able to move back out of the state of Oregon. The thing is that my parents live here, and I'm going to ride out my parents' remaining years with them right here. So as long as they're here, I'm going to be here, man. I owe that to them. So I want to come over here, and I kind of wanted to like just hang out. That was what the thumbnail was about. I know some people are going to come in and they're going to be like, bro, am I getting clickbaited here? You're not talking about what you said you were going to talk about. But I want to do some body cam, bro, because I was watching this body cam shit and it looked pretty wild. And I just kind of wanted to hang out with y'all. So if you guys just wanted to see the whole thing I was presenting about apologizing for being white, you're more than welcome to Vamoose if you want to, or you can hang out and we can watch some body cam video. We're actually going to be watching strippers that get arrested. There's nothing funner than watching strippers get arrested because they're generally some of the most entitled people ever. And when they get arrested, I find it hilarious. They all think that they're like the hottest thing ever. So when they get arrested, I find it funny. So let's check this out. Anybody that's down to ride out, let's do this. Here we go.
He's just mad at me because I'm not trying to
Okay, no problem, man. Quit walking off unless you want to go in handcuffs.
I'm gonna go to the office.
Give you one more chance and you're gonna end up in handcuffs and we're not gonna go any further, alrighty?
Can I talk to my
Not right
boss?
now. Not right now.
You wanna tase me?
No.
Do it.
Stay in the blue box.
I like it kinky.
Bro, check it out, girly. Check it out. It's a little different getting tased by a cop's taser than getting some weird bedroom shit, homegirl. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little spicier. Them cops got that brrr, brrr.
From DUIs and fights to shoplifting and disorderly conduct, we're breaking down the top 6 times exotic dancers.
Bro, that shit is falling out. That shit is straight falling out, bro. That's crazy.
Were confronted by law enforcement.
All the crying in the back of the cop car. You gotta love it when they cry in the back of the cop car.
All on body cam. Welcome to After Hours, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sam Goldberg. We begin today's After Hours with a repeat offender in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's October 2023. Police spotted a Honda CR-V swerving on the road with no lights on. Officers ran the plate and it came back stolen out of nearby Patterson. An officer then pulled the car over for a traffic stop, but when he yelled for the driver to get out, the car backed into his cruiser.
Yo! Oh! Getting pulled over and she hits reverse. Brrr. Holy shit.
Driver, turn the vehicle off. Driver, place your hands out the window. Hands out the window.
That's a good way to
Driver,
get shot.
Place your hands out the window. I may need a Spanish speaking officer.
Does she only speak Spanish or is she just drunk and kind of retarded? Let's find out.
Senora, manos arriba. Oh, there you go. She's in neutral. Okay.
Oh!
She just hit my...
Oh, God! Oh!
All right, is anybody... Wait, stay there. Stay back. Is anybody else in the car? She just hit my car. All right, she's single occupant in the car?
Bro, she's so fucking cooked, bro. Oh!
All right, stand there.
The driver's a young woman named Rosemary Torres. She tells the officer she's coming from the club where she works, and she has an interesting reason for driving a stolen vehicle.
How you doing, ma'am? Step out of the car.
Can you speak to my lawyer?
Okay, no problem, ma'am. How you doing, sir? She's getting
She got on the phone with her lawyer, drunk behind the wheel, and hit reverse and hit the fucking cop, bro.
detained right now. Step out of the car.
Alright, can you let me in? Send me home.
Yeah, I think she's 4-4. We have her detained.
You're gonna have to wait, sir.
All right, man. Listen. Right now, you're...
You didn't tell me it was stolen.
They didn't even say anything about stolen. They didn't even say anything about stolen yet. She's already saying, I didn't know it was stolen. He didn't say... Honey, you just told on yourself. You just told him you knew it was stolen because you just admitted it was stolen. They didn't tell you it was stolen yet. Oh, you got it. God bless her soul, bro. Her dad's so proud of her. Know what I mean? Her dad's watching this right now like, oh my fuck. Holy shit, I should have pulled out.
He's just mad at me because I'm not trying to
Okay, no problem, man. You all right?
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Walk back here at me.
It's just mad at me.
Just to make sure the car's clear.
He's just mad at
You want
me.
to be able to tame.
He's mad at me because I'm not trying to fuck. So he gave me a stolen car.
Can I get my
Vehicle's
phone?
empty.
My lawyer.
You okay, ma'am?
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday?
Happy
Whose car is
birthday!
It's my friend.
All right, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, right? Do you have anything illegal on your person?
No.
Do you have anything to poke me, stick me, cut me in your pockets? I see you have some injuries and stuff like that in your wrists that are old. So, and you have a Band-Aid here. I don't know if you're like an IV drug user or something like that. All right. Do me a favor, just have a seat in the back seat of my car, okay?
Can I get my phone?
We'll get your phone after. Just have a seat for me, all right?
I love the brought to you by Morgan & Morgan in the corner. Well played, Morgan & Morgan. Well played.
We can clear this out and move traffic. Yeah. So if you want, thank you. If you want to move your car.
Yeah, you go right now. So.
Yeah, cool. And then we'll clear out those. Yeah, we're gonna need 4-4. She crushed my car.
Is that intentional?
No, I think she's 450. You hear her? Because she was doing this.
No, she's definitely 450.
450 means they think Torres might be driving while under the influence.
You don't say. She might be driving under the influence of surely not alcohol or drugs. I call bullshit.
The officer begins his investigation, determining who actually owns the car and searching it. While he does that, another officer gets a little more information from Torres about what happened.
Bro, that's wild. We did a poll to see if you guys think you can fix her. And over 80% of people are like, nah, bro, that stripper's too much. 80% of people were like, I don't even want to try, homie. What is that? Did they just pull her dirty laundry out? Is that a whole shitload of panties and shit? Oh, brother. Brother.
Whoever the car belonged to left the keys on a table in the strip club. She said, I saw it, I took it.
Oh, here we go. Hey, Patterson.
She said, and I told him I promised I would give it back. He told me what
That whole fucking car is covered in stripper litter. She just stole it. She's drunk and it's already covered in stripper litter, bro. There's panties and G-strings and fucking weird titty slings everywhere. That's crazy. That was quick.
So yeah,
That's great.
there you go. That's why when it ran us, she started speaking. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
The responding officer puts Torres back in the patrol car to do field sobriety tests.
She answered questions fine. I mean, very.
Yeah, we'll take her out. We'll try and do the SFST and see what happens. Because she was all over the road.
She said she smoked weed prior,
Yes.
but I don't.
That's not just weed. I have a DUI for marijuana. I'm not happy to say that. I'm not fucking proud of that. I was driving, I was impaired by marijuana. That's not what that looks like. She's not just on the marijuana. That's not the chuckle brush and the giggle twigs, guys. That's something more.
Yeah, I don't know if that's weed.
All right.
Last name is Boyce. B-O-U-T-E.
Step out of the car for me, all right? Here's someone. I'll do it. All right. Turn around. I'm going to take the handcuffs off for a second, all right? Fix yourself, and then we're going to walk over here. Don't try and run away or anything. That's probably the worst thing you can do. You understand what I'm telling you?
It's a stolen it's a stolen 2025 Honda Hepatitis. Oh fuck, bro. Honda Hepatitis, bro. Yeah. Oh damn, bro. Her tattoos are so bad. I try not to judge other people's tattoos because I have some tattoos that I'm not like, yay, I'm super glad I have that. I've gotten a lot of tattoos over a long time. But bro, her fucking tattoos are pretty terrible.
I'm just joking.
What?
What'd she say? What'd she say? I want to hear that. The cop was like, what?
Don't try and run away or anything. That's probably the worst thing you can do. You understand what I'm telling you?
I'm just joking.
What?
That was gibberish.
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay,
All right, you're not doing that because that's going to end bad for you, I promise. All right? Would you cut yourself with the Band-Aid?
No, I got checked today to make sure I'm good.
Okay. All right, stand over here for me, okay?
I got checked today to make sure I'm good. Surely that STD test did not come out clean, sweetie. Sure, I do not believe that.
You're good here. Actually, no, come up on the sidewalk. This is a lot flatter. Over here. All right, man. Dude, if you can just turn off 3/6's lights?
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate you. All right. Let me ask you a question. Do you have any medical problems? No? Okay.
Well, the chlamydia. But other than, you didn't mean down there's in the downstairsies? No, I'm good other than that.
Do you have any problems with your eyes?
No.
Like, do you wear glasses, contacts, anything like that? Okay. Have you ever had a concussion or anything like that? Any traumatic brain injuries? What we want to do is stand the way you are, feet together, hands at your sides, all right? You see my pen right here? Look at the tip of my pen. I'm going to move this pen from side to side. Keep your head still. Don't move your head. Just follow with your eyes. You understand what I'm telling you?
Bro, it's got to be crazy being a cop. Because at a certain point, you're just like with her, probably the second she stepped out of the car, you know that she's cooked, right? Like, you know she's super fucked up. But why? The fact that they still have to go through this whole process is just crazy, bro. Like, I would just be like, look, honey, breathe in the breathalyzer. Let me save you the embarrassment. When I got my DUI, that's all that I was doing. I just kept saying, bro, give me the fucking breathalyzer. I haven't drank in literal months. I don't like alcohol. Give me the breathalyzer. And he kept saying no. And finally, I was such an asshole to him. He was like, okay, I'm cuffing you up. My breathalyzer is down at the jail. I'm arresting you, and you'll get one down there. And I passed the breathalyzer 100%. But then they wanted me to pee in a cup, and about 12, 15 hours later, I finally agreed to, after they just locked me in a cell and said, you're not getting out till we do. Alex said, Os Treloft up. I don't know what I just said. That could be some foreign language. I could have said a horrific slur. I just trust Alex because he's dope, bro. Love you, buddy. Chris said, love your content. I always learn something when I watch your stuff. I love that. And I learn something every time I get on a live because you guys always educate me as well. That's what makes this such a dope community. Unwanted Ghost said you should make it's an okay to be white shirt and hat. I mean, I'm good with it, bro. I'm good with it. Will you teach me? Muslim men, you know who the radicals are. It's time. It's up to y'all to clean up your community or let it become more of a problem, which will not work out. And all communities should take the step and the stand to clean up. Like if I have homies and I knew that one of them was planning some sort of attack, I'm going to make sure that attack doesn't happen. If I have homies and one of them is like out at a bar and he's dropping drugs in girls' drinks, I'm going to bury that dude in my backyard, homie. We should all be cleaning up our own communities and our own circles because who you associate with is a reflection on you. One of Finn. I implore everyone to look up The Naked Communist by Cleon Skousen, I believe is how it's pronounced. Communist Goals 15 through 42 of 45. Our lives have been altered and affected by those 28. I'm going to look into that, man. I appreciate you putting me on that. Paladin Dig, maybe she thinks she's a fruit fly with those over-the-shoulder boulder holders. Bro, and it's crazy that when I got to reading this, like that's literally what's on screen right now, is them shits is just popping out. Who do you think paid for those? Who do you think paid? Do you think she's still with the dude that paid for those? I guarantee you some dude paid for those, and then she probably was slapping them around to other people, bro. Shinobi Raptor, I know it will probably never happen, but I genuinely hope that she can heal from this. Absolutely, 100%. This is probably one of the bad nights of her life, for sure. But, you know, still kind of crazy. Diamond Alex said, I mean, I love you, JD. I love you too, brother. Thank you so much. Huge love and respect to you, man. Barfly, no, she's actually a dancer, an exotic entertainer. She is what they call in the fancy circles a strip hair.
All right, look at my pen.
Okay.
You gotta keep following her, okay? Don't stop, okay? Look at it.
14-year-old juvenile. Her name is Sharon Boyd. I don't have the clothing description.
So move your head to your eyes.
She's listening where you go.
You gotta keep following with your eyes, all right?
She's walking to the park. Or she goes from some sort of track items. Great, so everybody down there. We got a picture
All
of
right.
her?
Stay in the way you are. Put your feet back up. Let's back up a little bit. Come on, walk over here. Or you can face me, actually. Stand there. Stand the way you are.
She started dancing, bro. You don't dance during a DUI check, bro. When you're getting the sobriety check, you do not do that. Our girl is lit, bro. Yeah. We the champs, babe. Yep. Our girl is lit.
Put your feet together, hand at your sides. Just like this, all right? You're going to take your left foot, put it on this imaginary line extended between you and I. All right? You're going to take your right foot, put your right foot heel to toe directly in front of it. All right? Stand the way you are, feet together, hands at your sides. You're going to take 9 heel to toe steps forward, right? And you're going to count out loud. 1, 2, 3. Wait, you're not going to start until I tell you to start. So back up. Left foot on this imaginary line.
Dog, everybody knows. These cops all know. We know. She know. Everybody knows. She's drunk.
Right foot in front of it. All right? Stay there. You're going to take 9 steps forward like that. You're going to turn around and take 9 back. Count it out loud. So left on the line, right on front.
She
1,
almost fall.
2. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
Heel to toe.
7, 8, 9.
All right, turn around and go back.
1, 2.
All right, you're not listening when I tell you heel to toe. You're not listening when I tell you heel to toe.
Okay, like this.
You don't have to worry about trying to look fancy or anything. Just walk heel to toe. All right, ready? Get him out.
She's strutting her stuff, bro. Why are you fucking with her vibe, bro? She's getting it. She's shaking her shit, dog. You know she's a dancer. She's gonna do it in style.
With a 9 back.
Oh.
All right. Good. Stand the way you are. Turn around. Look at me.
You did
Feet
it.
together, hands at your side once again.
Yay.
You're going to pick a foot, any foot, left, right, doesn't matter to me, right? You're going to take that foot, put it in front of you, parallel to the ground, 6 inches about. You're going to count out loud. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 until you stop, all right? Count out for me loud.
I can't do this sober. I can't do this sober, you guys. The alphabet backwards thing, I can't do sober either. I can't do it.
You're going to put your feet together. Just stand there. You're going to pick a foot, either one. Hold it out. Don't begin until I tell you to. And you're going to count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. You understand what I'm telling you?
1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000.
All right. Oh, you're good. Come on, we'll go back in the car. I'm going to put these back on. Hold on. Don't worry.
I don't think she passed, you guys. I don't think she passed.
All right, you have an outstanding warrant for your arrest, and obviously you're driving a stolen vehicle, right? That's not your...
She has an outstanding warrant. She's driving a stolen vehicle. The first thing she said to the cop was, I didn't know this car was stolen. And she's drunk. What we call that in legal terms, like, I may not be a lawyer, but I know a little bit. In legalese, we call that an oopsie fucksies, you guys. That's a real big oopsie fucksies she just pulled right there. That's, yeah, you're going to jail.
Okay? That, and you told one of my partners that you stole the car when you were at the club.
No, I didn't say that.
Were you dancing at the club or you were hanging out at the club? Okay.
Can you call my friend?
Yeah, we'll call him and get to the police station. Walk in here. So when we just closed the door on the outside. Were you dancing at the club, or are you like just hanging out and having drinks, just chilling? Okay. Which club is that?
Sunrise.
Sunrise? Hold on, let me grab this. Yeah, you're good. Just hang out there. All right. Yeah, I think she's right. No HGN, anything like that. She just wanted to try and walk fancy, but she's good at heel to toe, whatever. So,
despite a sloppy attempt at testing, the officer determines he does not think Torres is under the influence.
What? Wait, hold on.
Despite a sloppy attempt at testing, the officer determines he does not think Torres is under the influence.
Are you... What?
450? Yes, no.
no, she had no HGN. Okay. She actually did well walking turn after I said stop trying to walk fancy.
Okay.
She did pretty good with the foot up and everything, so.
Bro's getting a blowy on the way to county jail, dog. Bro is getting a blowy. Bro is 100% on the way to the county jail, getting in the back seat, and he's getting his knob slobbed, bro. That is 100% what's happening. There is no way that she is sober. There's no way that he thinks she's sober. He is 100% going to get his fucking hog cranked on the way back to the jail on that. That's fucking nuts, dog. Holy shit.
She has the outstanding out of Patterson, then the receiving charge. And I'll let Patterson know about the statement she made to Mac now. I want to change that up.
Torres was taken to the police station for processing, then remanded to jail on an outstanding warrant. She also had a new charge of receiving stolen property for driving that stolen car. So that wasn't the last police saw of Rosemary Torres. Less than 2 months later, in December 2023, Hawthorne, New Jersey officers responded to a Family Dollar location to do a shoplifting investigation.
No! Again, girl? What the hell, bro? Here's the thing is like, yeah, at the beginning, you couldn't even tell what the fuck she was saying, dog. She was like, and he's like, what? And she's like, bro. Yeah, alleyway pardon. Alleyway pardon. And now she's getting busted again, dog. Just to jump to another one of these shits, bro. Oh,
I'm walking into Family Dollar now.
Stealing from the Family Dollar, bro. The Family Dollar. This bitch is why I can't go in to a store and buy deodorant and toothpaste without getting help from one of the fucking employees, dog. It's this bitch right here.
How's it going? The vehicle's actually out there running, so I don't know if she's in another store trying to do the same thing. So I have other officers with the vehicle now, but no one's in it. So. Hey, how's it going, man? Good. I'm Zach. White Audi SUV. Yeah, we have the vehicle. It's running. No one's in it, but it's right over there. See with the taillights on, down there. Okay. That's it. I have officers out with it now, just in case she comes back out. But do you have video footage, just so I can see what she looks like? Perfect.
She's a white ass stripper going hard as fuck, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, this chick is, and admittedly, come on, I know, I got 58 felonies, but she's throwing up some numbers, man. Alex, love you, brother. Appreciate it. Dominar said, some people need to hit the bottom before straightening out their life out. I went all the way to the basement. Me too, dog. Me too. Me too. That's why I'm qualified to comment. You know what I'm saying? Paladin Dig, let's go 3 for 3 for the gold. Oh, man. If she pops up in another body count, I'm going to be sick, bro. I'm going to feel so bad for this girl. Unwanted Ghost. She's the reason why eugenics was created. Oh, good Lord, bro. We can't do eugenics jokes. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We absolutely can.
Do you know how much money is what she stole?
She stole a bunch of stuff from like the hair and cosmetic aisle.
Okay.
It's not like one.
The hair and cosmetic aisle.
She looked really young.
Bro, the hair and cosmetic aisle. That's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The hair and cosmetics, she's the reason I can't get toothpaste and deodorant without going and getting an employee to unlock the plexiglass, bro.
Blonde hair.
White, black.
White.
White. You know what she was wearing?
It was shipping like a white hoodie and like black leggings. Yeah, and the Audi was...
It's going to be a white female, blonde hair, white hoodie, black leggings.
Girls do be stealing makeup, though, dog. Like, I knew a bunch of tweaker girls that would steal makeup. They'd go to the stores, they'd fill their purse up with makeup, they'd go back to the trap house or the apartment or the abando or the hotel, and then they'd be like pulling all this stuff out that they just stole, and then they'd steal from each other, too. It's why girls are wild about makeup, especially when they're on the meth, because they pick their faces a lot, and then they need to cover it up with shit.
No, it's the white Audi.
White Audi G3.
Yeah, we're out with it.
I saw the code. I could get back there. Yeah.
She stole a bunch of like cosmetic supplies. Cosmetic supplies she took. So unknown on the dollar amount though. So.
Yeah, that's her right there.
Can you expand on that? Oh, is it a black hoodie?
Black hoodie, sorry.
Black hoodie, blue jeans?
She had leggings on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You able to, where was she?
The cosmetic aisle right here.
You want to lower your...
Between aisle 5 and aisle 6 and 7. Yeah. That's her in the bag.
All right, it's going to be a black hoodie, my apologies. Black hoodie, black leggings, blonde hair, white female.
Now, somebody said we've all been teenagers. We've all shoplifted once. Here's the thing. I'm scared to shoplift, bro. I was never a shoplifter. It freaked me out to go into stores and steal stuff like that. Like, just something about it. The fluorescent lights, my autism, I don't know why. I did a lot of other crimes, but I was super fucking, I was super scared to shoplift for some reason. Shoplifting was never on my agenda. Clone Trooper Wheeler, why is everything so scuffed right now? Bro, I can't call it, man. I can't call it. But yeah, like, true story. And also, anything you can really shoplift is not worth enough, in my opinion, for me, for the risk, bro. Like, you know, like anything that I was doing, you would actually make some real money off of. I don't want to go steal something that's like, you going into a store where people are making minimum wage and you're stealing something that's worth like $14.99. Never, the math didn't math for me.
Probably in her mid-20s.
The woman, who was eventually identified as Taurus again, allegedly took $47 worth of merchandise without paying for it. But when officers got to the store, she had left. The car she was driving...
Imagine going to jail and having to go to court over $47 worth of shit.
...was in the parking lot, empty, but still running. Eventually, Taurus is seen coming from another store, and when officers ask for her name, she doesn't say Rosemary.
I'm going to go through...
She's so fucked up out here doing this shit, bro, that she just left her car running in the parking lot. After, like, getting caught in a stolen car, she didn't think, you know, maybe I shouldn't leave my fucking car running. Somebody might steal it. That's crazy work, bro.
Yeah, it's like a happy... Yeah, I'm going to go in gym, bro. See if I... Okay.
Irish Bomb Squad said, I always got my rush from home invasions. Occupied dwellings were my preference. Bro, I tried to avoid occupied dwellings unless we were doing collections, bro. Here's the thing is, like, if people knew that they had it coming and there was, you know, if they owed for a drug debt, then I'm kicking the door in. I'm taking everything. You know what I'm saying? But just random ass, like, civilians, I never wanted to do that to nobody. Also, it's so much bigger of a charge and so much more time in prison when you do some shit like that. That's just crazy for me, bro. I'm not trying to fuck with it. I don't know what a good I don't know a good handle, bro. What's up? What's up, you plop? What's up, you damn pepperback? Love you, buddy. Glad to have you here. Let's see. We got Shinobi Raptor. I was still not proud of it. I'm not proud of any of my crimes, homie. I'm not proud of any of my crimes. All of them were devaluing myself. It wasn't taking my freedom seriously and respecting my potential, bro, and it was hurting other people. I'm not proud of any of my crimes. I'm not ashamed of anything that I did at this point in my life because I worked really hard to do better and be a better person. But yeah, fuck all that shit, bro. Fuck all that shit. Orlando, Montana, what's up? Have you tried the White Monster ice cream yet? Where is that, bro? Are you kidding me? They made White Monster ice cream? Cause I'll fuck, bro. I'll 100%, I'll fuck, bro. I want some of that. Where is that at? Ezrang, JD, flex, please. Bro, I do everything I can not to do the, you know how you always see in all of Wes Watson's videos, he's always sideways and he's doing this? You know what I'm saying? Because he's always looking at you like this. You know why that is? Because he only does angles where it makes him look big, bro. I mean, I'll flex on request, but you know what I'm saying? It's not even that big, bro. It's not even that big. It's not, I'm not trying to like make myself look like the biggest out here, dog. I stay fit, bro. And here's why I stay fit. A, because you never know when you're going to have to protect yourself or somebody else in your community. And B, because I got a wife that's a smoke show and I punched way above my weight class. The whole thing is, I'm just trying to keep up with her, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep up with her. So, you know, I don't often flex, but I will because you asked, dog. I love you. I appreciate you, man.
Right here, Jack. Hi, miss. Can I talk to you for a second? What? No, not yet, okay? We need to talk, all right?
Talk to me about what?
What's your first name?
Jessica.
Jessica, okay. So the manager, is this your car?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
All right, because we have a picture of you stealing from the Family Dollar Tree.
I paid for it. Actually, I was trying to return it, but he wasn't trying to take the receipt.
Do you have the items on you so we can go return it?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, we got her. Right by her car. Sunny Jembro.
She sounds fucked up, bro. Like, she sounds faded and looks faded.
get into the car.
Don't get in
Where'd she get the Audi this time, bro? Where'd she get that shit?
the car.
You have your flashlight?
Yeah.
Here you go, sir.
Okay, is that it?
Yes.
Are you sure? Where's the happy birthday bag?
Oh, I lost it. It was $1. I'm sorry.
What's that stuff on the ground there?
That's
Why don't we go on the other side and take a look? Yeah, well, he said you took cosmetic items, so are you sure that's not all from there?
This is all, I swear.
Okay, well, why didn't you give it to me the first time?
I apologize.
All right, well, we're going to go back in.
That does sound like benzos, bro. Have you ever noticed that everybody on benzos sounds like this? I'm just taking to Zanny bar, bro. They do. They do. People who abuse benzos all sound like that.
There, together, okay?
Okay.
All right, and we're going to go return these items, all right? I haven't decided that yet,
All right,
okay?
come on, let's go return these
Let's
items.
go. We're going to take a walk in there, okay? And if... Yeah, is your keys...
Bro, is that a fucking wall plug-in air freshener? Did she steal a wall plug-in air freshener, bro? Oh my god.
Is there in there?
Yeah, I like the car.
All right, let's take a walk.
Am I in trouble if I return?
We'll see. All right, we're going to have to talk to the manager, okay? If these are all the items, then it's not as bad as you think. All right, what's your first name, Jessica?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Zach. I just want you to be cooperative, okay? Listen, I get people make mistakes, but you got to watch out when you...
Hold on, you guys. I want to jump in here real quick because it sounds like somebody is having a rough day. Alex, thank you so much. Love to you too, brother. Big love and respect. So Christopher Featherstone said, honestly, bro, I think I fucked up today. And then I saw, after that, he said, my girlfriend broke up with me today. I don't know exactly what transpired between you and your girlfriend, bro. But here's the thing is that, like, relationships can be tricky. And if it's something where it's meant to be, if it's a healthy relationship, if you could fix it, bro, if it's somebody that you really care about, even if you have to humble yourself enough to admit where you went wrong and, you know, find compromise and meet in the middle, bro, if it's something that's important to you, do what you need to do to fix it. If it's something where it's toxic and it's unhealthy and you're just there because it's comfortable and familiar, maybe it's time to move on, bro. Sometimes doors close so that other doors can open. You know what I'm saying? But the important thing is that in every situation that you take accountability for what your part of it was so that you can learn and grow and do better in the future, whether that be with her or whether that be on your own or whether that be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So that's my advice to you, brother. I love you. I'm sorry you're going through a rough time right now. Big love and respect to you though, bro.
This kind of stuff.
Just like, just
Okay, well, yeah. Well, that's a pretty nice car you got, so I don't know why you're shoplifting. I mean, that's not a cheap car.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Here, you know what? Just come over here real quick, okay?
Paladin Dig, love you, homie. Get some rest, man, and have a great day at work, man. I hope this week treats you really well.
Jessica, over here. Sorry, you want to just pat her down real quick? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have anything else.
I know, we just got to do it for our safety,
just
okay?
for safety, okay? Jessica's your name?
Yeah.
She committed a crime. You can look in her pockets and stuff just to make sure.
Okay. And you don't have any, like, needles or anything like
I
that?
don't.
I just don't want to get pricked with anything. That's why I'm asking.
You're fine. I just want to return the art.
That's fine.
I just got to make
but
sure
we just got to
before
make
we go
sure.
in, okay?
Bro, I watched a cop get pricked one time by a needle. I got pulled over and I was with multiple other people, and I didn't even know that this girl shot up. And she had a needle in her pocket without a fucking cap on the rig, and the cop stuck his hand in her pocket and got stuck, and he fucking slammed her on the ground, bro. Slammed her. Honestly, I would have too. I didn't really know the broad too good, but I didn't like to hang out with people that were like actively shooting up because needles terrify me, dog. And I was like, holy shit, bro. She just got slammed.
So just do me a favor and go like this, and then spread your feet a little bit for me too, okay? I'm gonna check your pockets, okay? I'll put your money back. I'm just making sure you don't have anything else, okay?
I left my car.
I think they turned it off.
Yeah,
for you,
they're
okay,
out
and
with
they
your car.
locked
Don't
it.
worry.
Well, your car's safe. Don't worry. They secured.
Yep, it's safe.
Jessica, you gotta wait. I'm not done yet, okay? I'm almost done. Just let me finish.
They should have just left the car running.
They may have left it running. I don't know. I know they made sure it was locked.
It'll be okay.
I just gotta unzip your jacket, okay? We're gonna make sure your car is all secure, okay? Just hands like this for me?
I don't have any.
I know, I just gotta make sure. I believe you. I just have to make sure it's protocol. You gotta wait.
Jessica, the fact that you're moving around and fidgeting is getting me concerned now. Okay?
Yeah, just let
Stop doing
me finish and then we're good. If you don't have anything, we're good. We're just making sure for safety, okay? I just need you to stay like this for me. Spread your feet.
What is that?
Just a business card.
Okay.
Gotta make sure there's no back pockets and everything, and then we'll be good, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Jessica, you're good. Here's
Here,
your
you want
business card.
to? Yeah, and just do me a favor. Pick those 4 items up for me. That's it, right?
Yes.
You're not lying to me?
I'm not.
Okay. Thanks, sir. Excuse me, guys.
Here you go.
Sorry, guys. Does that look like it's filed yet? Okay. Hey, no, you're waiting here. Come on, stand over here.
Look at that pile of shit that she stole, bro. Oh my God. And none of it is expensive.
Jessica, please.
While the cashier totals up the amount of items Torres allegedly stole, she's more worried about the car parked outside.
Yeah, make sure people don't tell.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to it now. Okay?
Because it looks like he's in there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
I can take one.
All right, yeah, she's, I'm gonna have an officer just come back, all right?
No problem.
All right, let's go.
Everything's cool?
What?
Is everything good now?
Well, we're gonna have a discussion real quick, okay?
About what?
Sorry, miss.
About what? We're gonna have a discussion about what, bro? Like, maybe she's not intoxicated. Maybe she just talks like that. That's crazy, dog. Because she was like that in the last video, too. Either that or these cops are getting blowies. Probably the cops are getting blowies. That's what I think is happening.
About what just went down. I have his info and everything. I just need the 4 items on it.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks, sir. All right, let's go check on your vehicle first. What's that? Do you have your license on you?
No, I don't have a car.
It's in the car?
Yeah, my friend's in the store.
Your friend's in the store?
Yeah, she's the one with the license.
One with the what?
With the license.
The vices?
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't have mine on me, but she do.
What are you saying?
She has her license on her, but I don't.
Why don't you have your license on you?
Because I left her in home.
You know, at the house? Did you drive her?
Yeah.
She did? Where is she?
She's in the store. I didn't take her.
Is her car still?
Bro, how many cops for a shoplifter? Like, that's our tax dollars right there, bro. That's crazy. What is that, like 4 or 5 cop cars for one shoplifter? For a little ass girl, bro? They gotta be bored as fuck, bro.
I'm Sarge. Okay. So, Jessica, look at me.
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yeah.
You're not 17?
So, 18.
Are you sure about that? Because you don't have a license on you.
Yeah, I don't have my license on her.
Where's your friend?
I don't know. I've been calling her, but she doesn't answer.
So how do you plan on getting home?
I'll just wait for her here.
Schools are very, very wide right now. You sure you didn't do anything?
I'm just stressed out.
Well, I think anyone would be stressed out if they shoplifted. Yes, I agree.
Do you have a license?
I'm waiting for me.
No, do you have one?
Yeah, I have a permit, but I don't have it on me.
Okay, when did you get your permit?
At school. Can I just go for my friend?
No. I'm gonna give you one chance right now. All right. If you're lying to me, that's a charge. Okay. All right.
Whose car is this?
It's my friend.
Friend. Okay. What's your friend's name?
Jaylene.
So female friend that's shopping somewhere in here?
Yeah, and then I think she left me.
She didn't leave you. The car's still here. What's your last name, Jessica?
Tremors.
Spell it.
Trel.
Jessica. Trel.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
Bro, she's having that much trouble spelling her last name, bro. That's sad. That's sad, dog. That's crazy.
Okay. Jessica, just take a deep breath for me. All right. Just calmly. It's gonna be all good. But I need to know your name. Okay? Spell just
Tremors.
Trem. Les.
Yeah.
Jessica Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your address?
99. Fort Dock, Patterson, New Jersey.
6, of course. I have a name for your run.
Okay, name to run to authority out.
Yes, affirmative. Let me know when you're ready.
Lawrence said, this is funny and all, but I've done worse, bro. Facts. 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 I have done so much worse, bro. Absolutely done worse. Absolutely been more embarrassing than this. Poor girl who's going through this. Absolutely, dog. Alternative hippie. Hope everyone has a good evening. All love. Love to you too, homie. Unwanted ghost. Why isn't she being kept in jail or prison? Crazy. Well, none of that. Like, so... in reality, bro, stealing a car is not that big of a deal. So for her to be out 3 months later is not that big of a deal. They don't give you very long in most places for stealing your first car. Like if you're a repeat offender, that's a thing. Like here in Oregon, your first car that you steal is 10 days in jail. Then after that, it goes to like 13 months in prison for each one. But if you're a repeat offender, like I'm a prolific repeat offender with it. The last time they tried to hammer me, they tried to give me 5 years for it. And that's the max they could give you. So they were trying to max me out on that. But I've done absolutely more embarrassing stuff than this chick has. Christopher said she would be a good mumble rapper. Oh yeah, dog.
Jessica, common
that
spelling,
shit was fire,
last name,
by the way.
Tremels, Tango, Romeo, Echo, Mike, Lima.
Check out
Echo,
my
Sierra.
SoundCloud.
Birthday is going to be 10/27/2003.
Why are they blocking all this out? I don't get that.
Can't find the key?
Can I go find my friend, please? So she could come talk to you guys.
Why does she need to talk to you?
Yeah.
Is this her car?
Yeah, and then I think she left me. This fucking bitch.
All right, hang on, Jessica.
Did you get the keys?
No, she has it.
Then how is it running?
Because I left her running. She left me in there.
I'm waiting for Ag. Okay. So you only have a permit, you don't have a driver's license?
She's tiny too, bro. She's tiny. And it can't be the license plates because they're showing the license plates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that drug dog stresses me out too. I keep seeing people saying the drug dog barking is stressing them out. That shit stresses me out too.
Just hang out, okay? Are you sure you didn't take anything?
No.
You're not sure?
Yeah, I didn't take anything.
All right. You didn't smoke weed, nothing like that? It's legal.
No.
Did you drink?
Some weed in the car. I mean, you definitely were smoking.
We just
Like you said, it's not illegal. I mean,
okay. really care.
You have to stand by. For some reason, my keyboard's not working. I'm going to try restarting the computer and see if that fixes it.
phone in the car?
It's going to give me like 5 minutes.
All right. What's your friend's name again?
Jessica.
Jessica. What? You don't remember what store she went in?
Wait, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Jessica. What's your friend's name? Jessica. Wait, what's your name? Oh, God.
You told me your name's Jessica.
JD.
What is your name?
JD.
Then what information did you just give him?
JD.
You gave me Jessica.
Jessica's my friend, the one that
Just bring her in. Yeah, all right. Listen, yeah, this is ridiculous. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. Yep. So we'll figure this out when we're at headquarters.
Bro, they probably honestly would have just given her a ticket. They probably would have just given her a ticket for the shoplifting if it wasn't for this whole, she's in a strange car, that she has a history of stealing cars. She gave a fake name, all this stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy. She could have worked her way out of this. She's too fucked up to be able to do it, though.
For shoplifting, number one. And
Give me your hand. Your stuff back home. Let me just get her stuff.
Yeah, you're good.
That depends on how we proceed for this. We got lighter.
Property on.
Torres can't seem to keep her story straight, and the officers have had enough.
Okay,
Your keys are in there. I put them in the bag.
and whose car is this? No, it's not. It doesn't come back to her. It comes back to a guy. Jordan. That sounds more accurate.
Finally, she's telling the truth. Hey, I want to give a huge congratulations to Tommy Anderson and his wife. They are going to have a kid. Congrats, Tommy. Big, big love and respect, man.
So he's here now with you.
Okay, let's just call him. I'm just nervous.
Okay, well, you're under arrest now, so.
Am I gonna be able to go home?
I'm going to give you one chance to identify yourself properly, and if you don't, then we're going to upgrade the charges. You will not be going home.
Rosemary Torres.
Rosemary Torres.
Alright, so that's what you just for that last one.
So the shoplifting is under $200. That's a disorderly conduct charge, okay?
And that's all you're charging me for?
So as long as this name you gave me, you're honest about, yes.
Okay, cool.
But it better be your real name, or else that's a separate issue.
She probably has warrants, dog. That's probably why she was lying about it, so she's probably not going home anyway.
All right, hang on. Hang on, Rosemary. Just sit back a little bit.
That slur sounds like she's on some Xanax, bro. I just need a couple bars, bro. I'm trying to get well. I'm gonna go shoplift later. Do you want me to go boost at Walmart? I'll steal you some steaks.
Okay. We're gonna try and get you in and out, okay?
Unfortunately, I'll be home then.
Okay. Well, listen.
Sir, can you actually lock in?
As long as you don't have the warrants, and your warrant might be cheap enough. If it's $500,
Yeah, I guess so.
it's an automatic ROR.
If her friend is in fact here.
That means you get released automatically.
Otherwise, it'll be secured until we hear back.
Yeah, so they say in the last video she had a warrant. She probably has a failure to appear for this warrant. I doubt that Rosemary is the type of girl who shows up to her court dates of her own volition. I really do.
We're gonna do some paperwork at the station, and then we'll go from there. Also, I'm just gonna read you your Miranda rights, okay?
Torres was later arrested and charged with 1 count of shoplifting. Information about any pending court dates for Torres for either of these cases were not available at the time of this recording.
Bro, she didn't even have warrants. All it was the shoplifting. She did all that lying for no reason, dog. She didn't even have a warrant. She was just lying to lie. She was just doing more crimes for the sake of doing more crimes. That's crazy work, bro. Poor Rosemary. I genuinely hope that Rosemary gets help, because that's what she needs. She doesn't need to get incarcerated. she needs treatment. Clearly, that little girl needs treatment. And I hope that a judge saw that. I hope that a prosecutor acknowledged that. I hope that they were able to get her into some diversion and, you know, maybe get her drug court, maybe get her inpatient treatment. You know, that's what changed my life, was a judge saw something in me and he was like, hey, I think that this dude could possibly turn it around. And he gave me the opportunity to go to treatment. That was over 6 years ago. I haven't had a drink. I haven't done a drug. And I haven't broken any major laws since then. And I say major laws because there are so many small laws like, you know, jaywalking, shit like that, shit that we do every single day. The average person breaks a law every single day without even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I hope that she got the help that she needs. Alternative hippie. How many cops for sleeping Linda? I think that was 6 by my count, bro. Irk Dawn. Definitely Xanax. Before I got clean, all the benzo junkies I knew would black out and steal from dollar stores. Bro, what is it about Xanax and benzos that makes people steal? Every single person I've ever known that was into benzos stole. That was their thing, shoplifting and stealing from their friends. Just anything they could steal, they would steal, bro. It was crazy. I had a cellie in prison who took like 6 bars and drank a bunch of drinks, blacked out, had no recollection of what happened. And apparently, he thought the cops were following him. He got on a payphone, called 911, and told them to have their helicopter quit chasing him. And that was the first time the cops actually got on him. They were like, there was a 911 call, so they went down. And by the time they went down, he had robbed a place. And he ended up being my cellie. Really nice guy, really polite, a little bit slow, super cool dude. Loved that guy. He was a great cellie. All right, you guys. Well, I've been on here for about an hour and a half, and I'm going to jump downstairs. I don't feel super well. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Don't apologize for the way you were born. Don't apologize for anything that you didn't explicitly do that was wrong and you acknowledge was wrong. Be proud of yourself and who you are. It doesn't necessarily have to be being proud for something that you had nothing to do with, like what color your skin is, but be proud of the human being that you are. Because we are all just out here floating on this giant rock, trying to do the best that we can day to day. Know that you're not alone. We're all in this together. I love you. And until the next one, it's always one love, baby. Be good or be good at it.